Today, for the first time ever in all of Minecraft, I'm going to remove all the lava from the Nether. And you're probably wondering, how the hell are you going to do that if basically all the physics in Minecraft are a mess? That's a good question, you legend. There's a pretty epic way to drain oceans of water and also oceans of lava. Check out this example. Here I have a water source I just made, and as you can see, it's full of water. But look what happens if I break a block underneath. What I just did is possible because I'm using a mod called Water Physics Overwall. My English pronunciation is incredible, and right now that's what I'm using to drain all the lava from the Nether. So for the first step of my plan, what I'm gonna do is run some tests with water, since if I fall into the lava, I could burn to death. Then I realized that when I place blocks on top of the water, it doesn't disappear. Instead, it spills over or flows to the sides. Weird, right? Then I grabbed a bucket to remove the water, but that didn't work either. The water drains very slowly now. It's no longer infinite. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch? Don't you realize you can use a sponge to remove the water?
Dear Capo, if I use sponges, I would basically have to become a professional baker with all the sponges I would have to burn. But now the hard part begins, because we're going to have to look for all the tools we need to complete this challenge. So the first thing we need is to look for diamonds to make armor and a pickaxe. Once I had all the diamonds, I only had one thing left to do: craft all the tools. Thank you. That was pretty fast, wasn't it? The next step is to look for obsidian and go into the Nether. So without thinking, I dug straight down until I ran into lava and died. That was a demonstration of what you shouldn't do, guys. Now we found the lava, and with a bucket of water we got obsidian. We mined it and immediately opened a portal to the Nether and went in. I was finally in the Nether. I was about to complete the challenge and be able to sleep peacefully at night, but I remembered something while I was looking at the lava. I realized I needed to go to the lowest part of the lava and mine the bedrock to drain it all. I started to realize that it would be a very difficult challenge, but not impossible. So I went back to the overworld, killed a slime, crafted bottles, and went back to the Nether to find a magma cube and kill it. And have it drop magma cream? What am I doing? You must be wondering. I'm crafting a fire resistance potion, so the next step is to kill some blazes, get the blaze rod, and craft the brewing stand. And in it, put the bottles in with nether wood, then add the magma cream, and just like that, we'll finally have the fire resistance potion. Now I was ready. This was the last step to complete this challenge, so subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Now, taking in the immensity of all the lava, I drank the fire resistance potion and jumped in. I drank the potion and jumped into the lava with all the hope in the world, and I started swimming down. And as I went down, I was going over in my head the way to break the bedrock. I knew this challenge was difficult, but again, it's not impossible, so when I got all the way down, I got to work. The only way to break the bedrock. It was the hardest of all, the one that would cost me the most, and the most expensive and time-consuming of all. And that way was I pressed T, switched to creative mode, and destroyed all the bedrock. Ha! Did you fall for it, bro? And automatically all the lava started to fall. And after hours and hours and hours of lava falling everywhere, lava falling into the void, the lake emptying out, the Nether was left without lava. And that's how finally I managed to complete the challenge of leaving the Nether without lava. As I said, it's difficult but not impossible with commands.